A very good afternoon to our audience in Europe and a very good morning to our audience across the Atlantic. I'd like to welcome you to Emerging Europe and the United States towards 2030. My name is Andrew Wrobel, and I am the founding partner of Emerging Europe, an independent, London-based intelligence, news, and community platform, whose mission is to contribute to the social, economic, and democratic development of the Emerging Europe region by encouraging and promoting entrepreneurship, innovation, and sustainability. Emerging Europe needs to be more visible on the global stage, and our organization helps by shining a light on this fantastic region and the unlimited opportunities it offers whenever possible. Today, we are delighted to be able to bring the United States a little closer to Emerging Europe, to jointly explore opportunities and share experiences. Over the last couple of months, we have been running a survey among diplomats, expert analysts, and business people familiar with the region, asking them about the factors that they feel will have the biggest impact on the political and economic relationship between Emerging Europe and the United States over the next decade. More than a third of all respondents believe that it is the current backlash against globalization and the future of the international economic order that will be key, while a third find the rise of large emerging markets the main factor. Surprisingly, perhaps, climate change was cited as the most important element by only 9%. As far as internal challenges in the US are concerned, 2/3 believe that the forthcoming presidential election is pivotal. Not a great surprise, is it? More interesting is that the fact that just 7% see the current and possible future pandemics as having a major impact. Where there is almost total unanimity is in Emerging Europe's relationship with the US. 83% of all respondents believe ties should be strengthened. Almost half expect significantly more American investment in the region over the next decade, especially in innovation and technology. During our discussion today, the topic of digital transformation and sustainable growth across various sectors will be raised several times. The findings of all these discussions, as well as the full results of the survey, will be released in a report in September. What's important is that we take these findings on board and look to implement the changes they suggest together. In the meantime, I would like to thank our numerous institutional and media partners and the innovative businesses supporting us. TRM EW Obrut, a young, agile, fast-growing, and green energy company. UiPath, the global leader in robotic process automation, which was Romania's first unicorn, and recently became a decacorn after reaching a market value of over $10 billion. And Trend House, an ecosystem clubhouse designed for innovation community leaders. I would also like to thank our strategic partner, the Warsaw Stock Exchange, the biggest exchange in Central and Eastern Europe. In 2018, FTSE Russell classified the Polish capital market as a developed market. We are very proud to have these inspiring organizations on board. Today, I wish you a similarly inspiring time with Emerging Europe, making new connections, finding new opportunities, and hearing a lot of great new ideas for collaboration and partnership. I will now invite Marek Dietl, the CEO of the Warsaw Stock Exchange, to share his thoughts about the prospects for the region. Marek, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much for granting me this virtual floor. Thank you, Andrew, for this introduction, and good morning or good afternoon, everyone. It's my great privilege and pleasure to welcome you, all the guests, speakers, to the Emerging Europe, the United States towards 2030 virtual conference. I'm doing that on behalf of the Warsaw Stock Exchange. It's not coincident that we decided to partner with this event as we treat the Emerging Europe and US relation as a top priority. I would like also to especially welcome Mr. Ambassador Mircea Joanna, the NATO Deputy Secretary. It's great that you are with us today. Across CE and across Europe and US, we have a tremendous shake-up. The world is somehow changing or changed as we speak. And more we talk about sustainability, resilience, the future, which is unknown. And I'm really sure that this conference will open our eyes to new aspects, and not only for diagnosis, but also for solution for the future. We need to be robust enough to acknowledge the disruption which happens, and we cannot live with simple answers. So I hope, and I'm really convinced that this conference will give us this kind of robust answer. And it's applicable for both policymakers and business people and of course politicians, as there is a kind of systemic change in the system we know. So I'm very glad to welcome all the speakers which come from very different backgrounds and can give us different perspective. And hopefully we will recover soon and adopt to the new normal after pandemic situation, and we'll be able to host the events not only virtually but also on site. But for the time being, I would like to welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, again, and I wish you a very informative and enjoyable time here.
Thank you very much, Marek. We are now going to get connected with Brussels, with the headquarters of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, to listen to Mircea Joanna, the Deputy Secretary General of NATO and also a member of the Emerging Europe Council. Stay with us.